shoot, I forgot. I can't see. Oh, okay. It's recording. Sorry. I had it flipped the other way and I couldn't tell if it was on. So, I'm just going to sit that there because I just rolled out of bed. So, the key to all beginnings is a stable foundation. That stable foundation in metaphysics I find to be grounding. When you bind your body and spirit, mainly your spirit, I believe, so that something else doesn't just walk into your body while your spirit is out, talking with your teachers, guides, loved ones, God source, whatever you want to call it. Okay, prayer is when you talk to God. Meditation is when God talks to you, okay? But in order to do that, I feel I have to be grounded to something, okay? Now, I know realistically, spirit doesn't have a form. It is a massive energy. However, I am human, so I tend to put my body in things that are bigger than me, if you could imagine that. In my case, I use a redwood tree. Now, of course, when I was younger, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, I used other things, like a balloon. I like balloons. I like flying up and down, so why wouldn't I? Or an envelope. I started out with an envelope, believe it or not. So it was really easy for me to imagine sealing myself in an envelope. It was easy. It was fun. I'd pick different colors. I'm an Aries. Always got to change up, And I feel in the process of our doorkeeper, I believe I have 7 inner angels that are always with me. In addition to whoever wants to be around me, as long as they're of high vibration, they can, okay? So, grounding. We'll pick something simple. If you don't like it, wrap yourself in anything you feel comfortable in. If it's a vault, if it's, if people like water, put yourself in the ocean. If you like, one of those flowers that close up but doesn't eat you. Whatever. A balloon. Whatever, a bubble. You feel comfortable being in to the point you're able to totally 1001% relax. Do that. Okay? Just do that. Okay, so what happens to me is now it happens instantly, because of course I'm 51. I've had some practice, okay? I want you to walk up to, I am going to use, for example, a balloon. So you walk up to your balloon, which of course is bigger than you, and your body stays on the outside of the balloon, and your spirit walks straight through the balloon and sits down, lies down, levitates, whatever you want it to do. So now you can see your silver umbilical cord from your spirit to your body. My doorkeeper, the one that protects my spirit, is directly on my right, and my master teacher is on my left. So now you're sitting in the middle of your grounding item, and you're looking back at your back right now, okay? And the master teacher's back, and the doorkeeper's back, okay? So you are sitting in your grounding picture, item, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to use me as an example. Don't be afraid. I'm really no longer afraid of bugs or anything like that. So when I fall back into my tree, and I say it because I do it really like instantaneously now, okay? I fall back in my tree and I sit, and it catches me. So imagine, if you would, on the inside of my, probably 25-foot round tree, Because, you know, redwoods are like 300 feet high and they go 400 feet in the ground, their roots do. Okay, so that's stabilizing me to the earth. Okay, to the earth. So you do not move. Your body doesn't move, your spirit doesn't move. Okay? So now I'm sitting in the middle of my tree in my comfortable little wooden chair, and I can see my body, I see my teacher, see my doorkeeper, and I say my prayer for protection. Oh shoot, may the light of God. Oh shoot. It's so funny, I know it when I'm doing it. Hang on. Hang on, hang on. Oh wow. But I feel it is of utmost importance to protect your spirit. Some people believe nothing can happen to you unless you chose it. And I know I choose everything, but just in case, because, you know, I have, yeah, well, that's another video, but I have seen things happen to people that do not ground. And I'm not saying it's going to happen to you. I'm saying I've seen it happen. Okay? So don't make up something that's not there. And in addition, being a younger person, if you were my child, I would want you to start out this way. As you grow up, you can do whatever you want. Okay, like my mama says, when you're in my house, do what I say. You know? Okay, here we go. Sorry. I had to find it real quick because my mind is so focused, I can't. Hello, come on, open, open, open. Today would be good. I'm so focused because I went to bed with this on my mind. And you know, it's so funny, I actually had a dream, and I didn't control the dream, and now I'm mad at myself. Come on, honey, what are you doing? Come on. You know, I need you to open. Thank you. So, as soon as I sit, wait, first of all, before I even do anything, I get my warm water. Yes, I said warm water. Yes, I know sometimes it's gross. Do it anyway. So I have a few sips. Water is very grounding. Why do you think people always feel better when they get to the ocean or the beach? They may not go in, or a pool even. They may not go in, but they feel better. Did you know that? Yeah, look around you. May the light of God surround me, the love of God enfold me, the power of God protect me, the presence of God watch over me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. And then I say, thank you, Master Teacher, thank you, Doorkeeper. Hold me right here till I come back. And then me and my silver umbilical cord fly through the tree and go and usually I either go to the park or I go to the beach. Okay, so right now my spirit body is grounded to my umbilical cord that's attached to my body, is being looked over and protected. So now I float and hover over to the beach of where I am hovering, walking until I see the first person who's come to talk to me. And then I instantly imagine a cute little bench or, yeah, a bench. Okay, I can't think of the word, sorry. And I can see them coming, and so when they get close enough and sit down, okay, I'm like, who are you? Because, you know, hey, gotta know who I'm talking to first off, okay? Who are you? Then, why are you here? They tell me, and in doing that, you know what, honey, we should do a guided meditation for you. Well, both of you that this video is for should do it for both of you if you so desire. I'm not here to get anybody to do anything they don't want to do. And then I wait and I talk to them and I look at them and I memorize what they look like, what they smelt like, what the vibration felt like. You know, if they were a color, what color would that be? You know, what they had to tell me. And, you know, in the beginning, I don't suggest anybody sits there more than, I don't know, 5 minutes is what I teach my students. No more than 5 minutes. So you sit there and you talk to that one person. In my case, I sit there for an hour and talk to a lot of people. I don't always remember everything, but I tell them if that was really super duper important, let me remember in a dream. Okay? I have to turn the fan on. My computer's getting hot. Hang on. God, it's warm here already. It has to be 80 outside. 12 in the afternoon, so let's go. I'm just going to put a picture on this so you don't see all this moving around. Okay. So, now I'm sitting at my little pebblestone bench that I made in my head. And you have to remember, you know, you're just energy, so there's no body. So you just think a thing, and it happens. Okay? So that person says, okay, that's all for now, and they leave, and you say thank you for, you know, coming. I appreciate you for taking your energy to do this and to teach me. And generally now, before I would see them walking away, but now they just disappear. And then poof, and you know, whenever the next person to comes in, they just poof and instantly appear. But before, they would start the same, walk all the way down the beach, and they get closer, 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 closer. Okay? And then for ungrounding, you can't stay solidly ground. I stay partially ground all the time, of course. I tell my guides, hey, you know, you get the front, doc, teacher, joy guide, physician, pharmacist, you get the back door. So you cover my back, my doorkeeper covers my front. Okay? My doorkeeper, this one now, it changed. Sometimes so your guides change, and sometimes you have them all your physical life. Anyway, so to me, that is the purpose for grounding, keeping your spirit and body safe and stable in something, and thoughts are things, so you could put your spirit in anything. You're just a thought form. You're just energy. So it doesn't matter what you use. Just make sure you feel safe. Okay? You will not be moved. Okay? So that's grounding, and I hope that you give it great consideration in doing that before you try doing astral travel and all the other stuff. I'm not saying something bad's going to happen. I'm just saying I've seen it. Okay? And the difference between intentionally astral traveling and doing it when we sleep, because see, as humans, we're like, okay, I gotta get ready, I gotta get prepared, I have to do this, and then I'm gonna do this, and then it doesn't happen, you get mad. Well, you set up the whole thing. It's just a thought, honey, and when the thought comes into fruition, it will be. But now you put so much pressure and this and that on it as a physical body. See, we gotta remember, you're a spirit that has a shell. You're not the body that has a spirit. Okay? So just trust me. Stop trying. I'm not saying don't think about it. I'm saying stop trying so hard. Okay? Generally, okay, you're a young person, but look back on your young years. When you tried to force that scab off, was it any fun? No, you bled again and you got another scab. Just let it fall off on its own. Okay? Okay, you don't. If some people don't understand that one, it's like trying, in my opinion, and right now mine is the only one that counts. It's like trying to help the butterfly out of the cocoon. Do you know what happens when you do that, honey? It dies. I'm not saying you're gonna die, but I'm just saying things have a reason for being. Things have a reason for metamorphing into something else, and it does it all on its own. God's source does it all on its own. It knows exactly what to do. Now, I'm not saying if a baby cow can't get out, don't help it, but it's quite different than a butterfly in some cases. So we're going to ground. Before we do reading, before I do a healing, before I even ask spirit any question, you know, people just think you stay open all the time. I don't. It doesn't work like that. Maybe it does with some people. I opt not to do that because I've seen that happen too. It didn't have a pretty ending. Okay, I probably will never make a video about that. It was just like a horror movie. You know, like that movie, Get Out. What was that movie? Amityville Horror? Okay, it wasn't quite that bad, but almost. Anyway, that's just a memory I opt to not think about. So I ground before I do it, even one question. If I'm walking down the street and somebody says, "Hey Tosh, I really need your advice on da 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 da," as soon as they say I need, ground, fall instantly into my chair. In the middle of a 25-foot round, 300-foot high redwood tree, instantly right there on the street. And I tell them the truth. If my guides tell me to tell you something, I will. You know, I don't just stay open all the time. You don't just say, okay, can I have a reading right now? No, I prepare. I prepare for my physical safety. I prepare for my spiritual safety, okay? Though after, you know, like I said, all these years, it happens almost instantly now, okay? It doesn't take as long. So therefore, I'm like, okay, what's your question? Your boyfriend's not trying to kill you. It's in your head because you've experienced that once, and though your boyfriend is acting weird, or whatever. Whatever spirit tells me to tell you, I'll tell you. If you don't like it, I don't care anymore. I used to care, don't care no more. It didn't get me anywhere spiritually caring. Oh, I don't want to hurt their feelings. Oh, I don't want to tell them any bad news. It's nothing bad. Nothing is bad. Yeah, they had a typhoon, whatever in Japan. That's not bad. That's Mother Nature saying, hey, straighten up. Everything goes together for good for those who love the Lord. As, I don't know, some church says. Sorry. Okay, so everything's going to happen for a reason. There you go. How's that? So in the process of grounding, now that you can hurry up and do, okay? So in the process of grounding, and once you ground and you do I don't know, I don't believe one meditation is better than the other, but when you're able to meditate and actually see people, I'll put it that way, or hear people, then you can say, hey, we're master teacher, come to me now. Who are you? What's your name? See what they look like. And you might only get, oh, well, he smelled like this, or it felt like this. Just go with that. Stop forcing everything right away. The more you force something, and the more in a hurry we are, the more behind we get. The more in a hurry we are, the more behind we get. Okay? Stop being in a hurry. What are you in a hurry for? There's no such thing as time. And well, no, not last week, but a couple of weeks ago, I did allow myself to get frustrated because I'm human. And then I caught myself, 5 minutes later, and I said, Tasha, what are you doing? It's going to happen however you already chose it to happen. Okay, so then I walked to the store, got ice cream, and I felt better. So now that we are grounded, and we're headed to our favorite place to hang out with our favorite disembodied spiritual entities, we are going to get to know who our guides are. Don't rush it, it'll happen. So let's say you're in the park, and I like to sit on comfortable benches, preferably a bench in the form of a hand, so I can totally relax on all sides and not have to sit straight up and cross my legs and all that stuff. And I say, okay, God Source, I would like to speak to my master teacher. Just try that for a while. If that doesn't work, then try something else. But, mention the master teacher thing in there first, okay? So let's say it's been a week and we finally know who our master teacher is. And then after the master teacher, that's the one my joy guide. To me, the joy guide is that little voice in your head that says, you should have turned left back there. Or, watch out, there's somebody coming around the corner you're going to bump into. Or, that little gut feeling that goes, that little, Uh-oh, something's happening. Okay, hang on. And then you stop at the edge of the brick building, and then, of course, somebody walks right in front of you. See? That's that little voice. That's my joy guide that sits on my left shoulder all the time. Master teacher, or my father, my physical father, who's now in spirit form, is on my right side, telling me things, whispering in my ear. Like, no, don't tell her anything. She just had a reading yesterday. She's just testing you. And as you guys know, I'm sure you've heard my blog talk radio shows, I don't do tests. So, there you have it. Okay, so let's pretend that we're at the park and God brings us our first person that's going to help us out. Whatever you call that. I call that my master teacher. What's his name? What does he look like? How does he feel? What color is he? See, if you cannot get anything else, just trust me, they're always going to give you a color. Excuse me. What color is he or she? It, whatever. Excuse me, I gotta turn the fan on. It's warm in here, guys. Sorry. I'll talk a little louder. So, practice, practice, practice. Because now everything is going to want to pop in. You don't let everything pop in. First off, when you do your prayer for protection, only the highest and best may enter. Only the highest and best may enter. Only the highest and best may enter. Because as you know, those who have gotten reading from me, all those little whisperers and those that look like a shadow don't come in. They get to go to the back of the line. Yes, Tasha makes them line up right in front of my computer. If you don't line up, I'm like, God, poof, they're gone instantly. Just because I say God, yeah, that's it. So they get scared when I say I'm gonna tell God. They're at the back of the line. Yeah, mine got a hot too. How I say, this is my physical domain. I cast the rules here. Okay, yeah, for real. So let me see what my battery life is. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to practice that until we hear a name, see a color, feel a vibration. Because once you hear, see, smell, taste something, you generally remember, right? We all know what fried chicken tastes like, well, unless we're vegan. In your case, you're going to know what a soy chicken patty tastes like. Imagine that. And then you just think that taste, you think that smell, you think that color, and instantly they are there. Because you got to remember, they don't like to have to take the train from Chicago to get to you. Thought form is instant. Thought form is instant. Thoughts are things. Words are things. They have power. Watch what you think. Watch what you say. Okay? So we're going to keep trying that. Keep trying. Don't force it. Don't get upset. That only sets you back. It only sets you back. It only sets you back. Stop rushing. You have been alive as long as you've been alive. And in spirit time, that's a long time. If you're 17, that's like a bazillion years to spirit form. Which, by the way, happens in a split second because there's no time. Okay? So we're going to keep trying. You go to bed, you say your prayer for protection. Okay, God, let my master teacher tell me their name. Let my master teacher, or you ground into whatever, and you go on your beach, you go in the ocean, you go in your airplane, whatever you like to meet your spirit guides doing. Okay, the beach and the park is just a Tasha thing. It took me years to get there because I was wild and crazy. I loved being in an airplane and I fell on a cloud. So me and my spirit guides just kick it on a cloud. It was great. So we're just going to keep asking. We're going to keep asking. And then when you are ungrounded, which happens in reverse, you walk from wherever you are, you get off the cloud, you walk back into your grounding mechanism, and then you can see your body again, your master teacher on the left, that's just for me, by the way. You can do it however you want, because it just works for Tosh. And your doorkeeper on the right of your body, which is in between them. And then I walk back into my body, and my tree disappears. Okay? So even if you opt not to do that, your second option is just to tell them, let me dream. Let me dream what it is, and let me remember. Let me dream what it is, and let me remember. And then also have a recorder. I'm old. I use a recorder now because I ain't getting up in the moonlight writing stuff down. I fumble for the recorder. I know where the red button is. I press it and say blah, 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 turn it off, go back to sleep. In the morning, I check on whatever blah, 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 blah was. And then I go write it in my, Book of Shadows journal, whatever you want to call it. And then once you get a name, a smell, a feeling, a something, you just remember that. But you're always saying, tell me your name, tell me your name, tell me your name. And all them shadows and them little people who are trying to whisper, you go away. You come back when you can talk. Yeah, okay? They can. They feed off your energy, and the more you pull them in, the stronger they'll get in most cases. They still have to they still have to meet you halfway, okay? So we're going to practice our grounding, and we're going to practice asking, not demanding, not forcing. We're just going to ask and let it go. Ask and let it go. Go read a book, sing happy birthday 25 times. Just try to relax, get it off your mind. Because the more you try to pedal upstream and the frothy foam is going against you, you're just staying in the same place, paddling really fast. Don't do that. I don't want that for you. Just breathe, let it go. Let's go with some jewelry. Let's paint a picture. Let's, it's hot, so I'm not going out today. Let's just go online and look at pretty picture. Jason Ferguson on Facebook. He has 100 folders of just beautiful pictures. Go there and just look at a picture. And I'm telling you, sometimes they come to me that way too. Example. I have a picture that my sister got for me from the thrift store. It's of two little cherubs, two little young children, angels, with little tiny baby wings. And every now and then, I'm telling you, I see that little cherub's foot move. Yes, I do. Yes, I really, really do. Okay? Sometimes it happens when I am down, when my spirit level is down, because I'm so busy being physical. Which rarely happens nowadays, thank God. Because I'm now able, once you practice something, you're able to catch yourself and say, oh, what am I giving that more than 30-second thought for? Stop. Think of something good. Orange sherbet. Yeah, so I'm going to give me some orange sherbet after I do my chores. And if I don't do my chores, I'm getting an orange sherbet, so I hurt doing chores. I love orange sherbet. And you just keep trying. Don't force anything. Don't force it. It's just like a boy and girl, a boy and boy, anything. When I say people getting together, okay, that's everybody. Anything with anything. Getting together, okay? You can't force somebody to like you because you like them. Just let it go and make a friend. It does no good for you to say, oh, I want to leave my body. 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 You do it anyway. It just doesn't feel the same as it did last time. That last experience was just one lesson in your whole physical life. Okay? Just accept it for what it is and move on to the next lesson. You say, I want it to happen like that again. No. Fried chicken don't taste the same way every single time. Not even when mama makes it. Okay? Catfish don't taste the same every single time. Even when auntie makes it. It just doesn't. Okay? So just accept everything. Just accept it. It's just another lesson. Okay? Eventually you're going to get to where you want to be. It will. Trust me. Okay, so if I didn't make anything clear enough, do not hesitate to ask. The two that I made this for, you're on my Facebook. Just leave a message. If I don't reply by 3 in the morning, I didn't get it. We know how unreliable messengers can be, okay? Not the spirit ones, just the physical ones. Okay, guys, there you have it. Let me know. And one day on Skype, we can arrange to have maybe an hour-long, because I don't know how long it takes. Everybody is different. Walk through grounding, meditating, and then going out to wherever you like to go to meet your spirit guides or something. Sometimes, more often than not, that helps. I have had 3 people that did not work for, but that's only because inside their body they were fighting it. So, of course, when you're fighting something, nothing happens. When you're saying, I gotta, nothing happens. Just sit back, relax, and let it be. Do other things. Read books. Read on whatever it is that you are. If you're an empath, go find those people and read about them and how they do it. I'm a clairvoyant, so I tend to look at other clairvoyants. I'm clairaudient, psychometric. I have a lot of gifts, thank God. And depending on the person, that one pops out. Don't rush, guys. It really doesn't do any good to keep you frustrated, okay? Let's see. Okay, I gotta see if Spirit wants to say anything else. Oh, okay. They said to tell you both that they love you so much. They are proud of you. Now, mind you, when I do that, this is just tons of spirits. Imagine, if you will, like when you're in a baseball park and each person has just one piece of paper, but when you turn it up from the airplane, you can see the message. It's like that. So a ton of spirits come together collectively to say you're doing good works. You are doing what you have decided your purpose for being is. Stick with it. We love you. We're proud of you. Keep up the good work. And then in my physical mind, poof, they evaporate like a puff of smoke, and they're gone. So know that there's a bazillion angels looking at you. I won't say down, because I don't think they're necessarily above me. Okay? And they're proud of you. They love you. Mwah, mwah, like I love you. And just hang in there. It gets easier, but it doesn't get easier if you force something. Okay? So, having said all that, I love you. Be good to yourself. And I'll see you online. Love yourself. Bye.